What is going on, people of the world? It has been quite some time since we have done a face-to-face video like this, but it is a special day as always. Whenever this band drops new music, this is my all-time favorite band, Skillet. Everybody knows why they're here. We're here to react to their new song, Psycho in My Head. This is off of the Dominion Deluxe album, which is called Day of Destiny. It is releasing February 17th. So, I've heard some previews. I think this sounds really cool from what I've heard so far, just like the beginning into the first verse. So I'm very excited to get in and check it out. We're going to see how it is, and waste no time, go ahead and get right into it. And also, just as a disclaimer, it is past midnight here where I am, so if I'm not being super shouty, super loud, that's why. But we're still going to enjoy this all the same. I cannot wait to see. Let's go ahead and get into it. Psycho in My Head by Skillet. We got that Dominion sounding mix. Sounds a bit like it could have been on Rise, the first riff.
Maybe I'm just paranoid, or maybe I'm just living a lie. Can't stop this screaming voice.
I like this melody a lot.
Maybe I'm just sick inside. This is the face I hate, the other side of me. Out of this cage he breaks to take the life from me. Tell me, tell me, tell me I'm not crazy. There's a psycho in my head, I'm closer to the edge, making me feel like I'm living in misery, misery, insane. These voices in my brain, starting to feel like it's gonna be the death of me, death of me. There's a psycho in my head.
Intriguing. This verse melody is so good.
Maybe I'm too scared to trust. Just stop the chaos in my mind. This is the face I hate, the other side of me. Help me believe I need to see the light in me. Tell me, tell me, tell me I'm not crazy. There's a psycho in my head, I'm closer to the edge, making me feel like I'm living.
Where are we going?
Maybe I'm just paranoid.
Little industrial drop.
Maybe I'm just living a lie. Can't stop this screaming voice. Or maybe I'm just
Breakdown? Solo? Little screaming action. Wow, this chorus chord progression is so not what I expected. Good melody in the chorus too. Change the snare on the 3. Nice open feel. Almost makes me feel this was the drum pattern for the rest of the choruses. Riff reminds me of Freak Show from Rise. Okay, alright. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. Interesting. Dare I say that's the best mixed song off of Dominion? I don't know if it's because they've had time to work on this more, but this sounds pretty clean, honestly. It sounds a little bit more in line with Victorious. Victorious, I hold the opinion of that's the best produced album that Skillet has in terms of mix and master wise. So this sounds a little bit cleaner than the rest of the actual album. In terms of the song itself, The biggest surprise for me was probably that chorus. I did not think that they were gonna go for that kind of dramatic and I can't think of the good word. Dramatic is probably the best word for it right now. I thought it was gonna be more kind of aggressive and almost a little bit of groovy in there. I'm trying to think of the right adjectives, but the chord progression made it pretty epic sounding almost, and that was not the vibe I was getting from the start of the song. So that was a nice twist actually, and I like the melodies that they used there in the chorus as well. The verse melodies were very on point. Instrumentally, I don't think it was anything too crazy. The bridge was very interesting. It was almost like an industrial breakdown in some sense. Some electronic influence cut into the mix there, which is always nice to hear. Kind of like their earlier roots, so I'm pleased to hear them sticking with that. I thought maybe this song might get a solo. I'm hoping for on a few of the other tracks, maybe at least one, we can get one more in there. So that is Psycho in My Head by Skillet. Interesting. I had a look at the lyrics. I'm not too insanely huge on them. There's nothing really groundbreaking there. But I think the theme works for what it is, and I think this song overall as a whole is pretty strong. It's a interesting start to the deluxe album. It makes me very curious to hear what the rest of the album is going to contain. I want to bring up one point. There's a song on this next album called Finish Line. Let me pull it up for anybody who hasn't noticed so far. If you go to AZ Lyrics, then you can see the lyrics for this song. And scrolling down gives the rest of the track listing for this deluxe album. So we have, our other songs are called Crossfire, Unbreakable Soul, The Defiant, and Finish Line. Now Finish Line is featuring Adam Gontier, at least according to AZ Lyrics, who is the former vocalist of 3 Days Grace and the current vocalist of Saint Asonia. Obviously they're going out early next year with Theory of a Dead Man, so a little bit of collab action happened here. I am totally down to hear their voices together on a track, but I'm so confused at the title of Finish Line, because obviously Finish Line was a song on Victorious, which came out just 3 years ago. It's not anything, old. It's really recent. So what is that going to be? Because I don't see anything that indicates it's a remix, and it's very unusual that a song from a previous album would be on the deluxe version of another in a remixed form. Is it going to be a brand new song by the name of Finish Line? Surely not, right? So I'm very curious to see what that ends up being, if that's correct or not. Again, this is just off of AZ Lyrics. I haven't seen an official track listing from Skillet. I might be missing that somewhere, but that's just what I know. So I wanted to briefly talk about that as well, because that's very interesting. But overall, Psycho in My Head, cool start to the deluxe album. It's not my absolute favorite Skillet song of all time, but it has some interesting qualities to it, and that chorus is very, very cool sounding. It caught me quite a bit, so great job, Skillet. I love them so much. Always will. That's my band. But yeah, I wanted to do a little return, make a quick reaction video for you guys to kind of gauge my thoughts, and I would love to hear what you think down below in the comments. So drop me a comment, let me know what you thought, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon.